Okay, so here we are. Today we have it. Emma Chamberlain's coffee. Let's read off a little bit of what it says. Roasted with love in California. I said that last stream. It said it was made in California, but now it says it's roasted, but that's fine. 100% Arabica coffee, which again is just another buzzword thing. Doesn't really mean anything. But I'm not bashing her for it because let's be real, like every coffee company does that. Like a lot of these buzzwords things, it's like every coffee company does it, so it's like whatever. Taste notes of light roast, bright and sweet, which I just want to mention. I was not aware this was a light roast. I honestly didn't know it was a light roast when I bought it. I don't like light roast, but I know what a good light roast is, so it's not like I'm gonna be unfair because I don't like light roast. This is from Guatemala and Colombia, so it's a mix of Guatemala and Colombia. Let's see, good vibes only. I don't know if you can see that right there. Good vibes only. Come on, camera, focus. Camera, there you go. Good vibes only. That's why at Chamberlain Coffee, we're committed to only sharing high quality remember that, high quality coffee. Let's remember that. And I'm just going to mention, I'm going to be as fair as possible here. I'm not going to be biased just because Emma Chamberlain is scummy, you know. I'm going to try to not be biased, but high quality coffee that's been sustainably sourced and made. So you can enjoy every sip, slurp, and spill, in quotations. It happens. It happens. So quirky. And the knowledge that what you're drinking isn't just addictively delicious, but also fair trade and organic. So first thing I want to talk about. Yeah, it costs 20 bucks, by the way, chat. 20 bucks. It's not even a pound. It's 12 ounces for this is 20 bucks. $20. Not even a pound. This is coffee that is like we just drink occasionally. Like it's Stumptown French roast coffee. It's pretty good. We before we started making our own coffee, we always drank this a lot of times. Like when you open, or wait, where's the vent? Like you could smell, like when you open the delivery bag, when you get this, you smell coffee. Like, you know, you smell it through the little vent, smell everything. Like this, just being honest, like you cannot, only thing it smells plastic. Like you cannot smell coffee when you do it through the vent. That's just one thing. I brought this because I wanted to have a side-by-side comparison of something that's $14. How many ounces is this? I think it also is 12 ounces, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is 12 ounces too, but this is $14. And this is $20. Sent the video of me weighing her coffee. Yeah. Oh yeah, this I'm not gonna compare it to the coffee we made, but this is the coffee we made. And so let's do a smell test, an aroma test. All right. So aroma is important. Aroma, you could tell a lot of things off the bat. So this is a light roast, so you should be able to smell a good amount of stuff. I shouldn't. So, first of all, this is probably like, this has to be roughly like 2 to 3 months old coffee. Because I should not have to try that hard to get a smell. Like, okay. For example, I'm not, once again, I'm not trying to be like, oh, hey, my coffee's better. It is unfair to compare the coffee that I roasted to Emma Chamberlain's because we roasted our coffee like 2 weeks ago. So it's unfair because this is like freshly roasted coffee. But we have this gigantic bag of Brazil coffee. Like it's like 3 pounds, probably more, like 5 pounds. Actually, wasn't it like 10? I forget. Maybe like 7-ish pounds of coffee upstairs. And we opened that bag, and like from literally our entire living room smelled of coffee when you open that bag. You know, like it's the smell of coffee so powerful. It smells up the entire room. We did 15 pounds. So, okay, like 8 pounds in each bag. All right. So it's like 8 pounds of coffee. To be fair, it is 8 pounds. So that's different. But even if you open this, like this is ours, and I'll open Stumptown too. Like, I literally, I could smell it all the way from, like, I'd smell it very strong from here. And then you open this, nothing. I'm even like popping air out of the bag to nothing. You have to you have to really get in. All right, let's do Stumptown. This is the aroma test now, okay? So let's do Stumptown real quick. See what that smells like. Stumptown's a pretty like mid-range coffee. If you guys want to try it, it's pretty good mid-range coffee. Okay. Oh yeah. It's like the same. Yeah, I can smell it from like right here. So the aroma test, pretty bad. We'll start with that aroma test, pretty bad. All right. So light roast coffee. Little learning today. Light roast coffee is more, you taste more of its origins. So when it's light roast, you taste the more of the bean. And then the more you roast, the more the development period lasts, the darker the bean gets, and then the more roasting flavors you get, if that makes sense. So like when you roast a bean medium to dark, it's more of a roasting flavor, like a smoky, chocolatey flavor. And then a lighter roast is all about the bean, like where it comes from. Also, lighter roast coffees last a lot longer. Like compared to dark roast beans, they do not last that long because when you roast them a lot, the bean goes bad quicker. So I brewed this in a Chemex with a 17-to-1 ratio, just to not, have as good a pour as possible. So 17-to-1 ratio basically means I use 14 grams of coarse ground coffee, and then I multiplied that by 17. So it's like 17. Every gram of coffee, you need 17 grams of water to pour the ideal coffee. Like you could call it the perfect ratio, but that is obviously up for opinion. But that's like what the generalized good ratio is 17-to-1. So there's no sugar, no creamer, just pure unadulterated pour over coffee. And it's like not super hot, because when it's super hot, again, the flavor isn't like, you don't get as much flavor when it's super hot, because you just taste hot, and it could like literally burn your taste buds where you don't even know. So that's why a lot of coffee places, not coffee places, but like say Denny's or something like that, when you get coffee, it's blaring hot because you don't have to taste the coffee. You're just like, oh, it's hot, and that's coffee. You don't really taste the flavors, you just taste hot. So my idea of coffee was cook bean, add water, sip. Yeah. There's a lot to coffee. Dark roast is your best option for frozen coffee, because if you're going to be putting milk and sugar in it, you won't mass too much of the coffee. Yeah. But yeah, we should be tasting, because light roast lasts a long time. Very bright flavors, citrusy flavors. And we should be tasting like origins of the bean itself. So here goes nothing. Okay. God, dude, I don't want to be mean. Okay, okay. I'm trying to be fair here. It tastes like dude, okay, I want everyone to know this. When I say this, I'm not being biased, okay? I'm being as fair as I possibly can. I'm not trying to be biased. I really am not. I want everyone to know this because it's going to be on YouTube, so I want everyone to realize I'm not trying to be mean. Okay, I'm giving her as much benefit of the doubt as possible because I want to believe this is worth $20. This tastes like gas station coffee. Like a Folgers that you left out for a while. Like a Folgers that has been stuck in your cabinet for months, half a year to a year. There is I cannot. Okay, the thing is when you taste stale coffee, you know it's stale coffee because there is no flavor notes. There is nothing that it doesn't taste bright. It doesn't really. There's no. She said there was like chocolatey elements in it too. It said it was like a citrusy. Let me try it again. I mean, you could definitely tell it's a light roast. Like you obviously you could tell it's a light roast. It definitely has a brighter taste, but that brighter taste is just very, very stale. Does it taste like dirt water? I mean, don't get me wrong, it has flavor. You're being mean and biased. I'm trying not. I'm not. That's the thing. I'm really not. I am comparing it. It tastes like Folgers. It literally tastes like Folgers coffee. That's fine. That's fine. Like it's not bad if it tastes like The thing that's bad is this is $20. The whole point of me doing this was not to say, hey, your coffee's shit and bad and awful. It was to say, is it worth $20? And I am 100% certain this is not worth $20. Hell, this is like, okay, let me just, what is a pound of Folgers coffee? Okay, so a gigantic tub, 30 ounces, $10. 30.5 ounces of Folgers coffee is $10. This is 12 ounces. And it's $20. This is literally 2.5 times the size of this. And it's half the price. And I just want to say the coffee bag stuff, the reason I don't want to try the coffee bag stuff, the reason I want to try this and not her like trendy coffee bags is because I know what they're going to taste like. Her coffee bags are obviously going to taste like stale old coffee because it is. When you grind up coffee, it already loses a buttload of flavor. And the thing is, when you grind up coffee, we're talking about hours. Like we're talking about hours after you grind that coffee, the flavor basically disappears. That's why everyone recommends that you grind coffee right before you brew it. Because when you grind coffee, we're talking hours after that, the flavor goes away. So we're talking about her grinding the coffee way beforehand. Like this is supposed to be fresh whole bean, okay? And it tastes stale. So if she takes this stale tasting coffee, grinds it, loses a buttload of flavor, puts it in a little baggie, and then that sits there for probably months on end. Like, and then you just use it like a tea bag. It's not like tea. Tea doesn't lose its flavor after. I mean, to be fair, don't quote me on that because I don't know all the science behind tea. I'm saying tea lasts way longer than coffee beans do when you grind it. Like, I knew this coffee was stale from the beginning because of the smell. because like there's not much of an aroma behind. Let's try it again. Dude, okay, it's literally reminiscent of when I used to go to Denny's and just ask for black coffee. It's comparative to Denny's coffee, comparative to gas station coffee, Folgers coffee. Long story short, it's not worth $20, and it's a huge scam. And anyone that says it's good, okay, to be fair, I don't know if they're lying. Maybe their taste buds just aren't that great. But for people, because I've seen a buttload of videos of people like saying, oh, it's the best thing in the world, it's the best coffee ever, and it's like, oh, barista gives honest opinion on Emma Chamberlain's coffee, and then they start out the video by saying, I love Emma Chamberlain, she's my favorite. You know, like, obviously they're not gonna bash her, you know what I mean? Anyone who says it's good doesn't know coffee. Well, exactly, this is coffee for non-coffee drinkers. Again, it's a light roast, so there is that. I will admit, like, it is a light roast. So I actually was not aware when I got this. I just grabbed one. I wasn't aware it was a light roast, but still, like, I know what a good light roast tastes like because we've made one and we've had light roast. Sure, light roast aren't my favorite, but the reason light roast aren't my favorite is because of how bright and acidic they are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like acidic coffee, and they are very fruity and very bright and acidic, and I don't like that. There's no fruit in here. There's no fruity flavors. There's no citrus. It's just like a little bit of brightness and then like stale. You know, it's like that stale flavor. I don't know. With enough money, you could pay anyone to like it. True. And I'm honestly giving as much info and insight into what I'm talking about as much as possible, so you guys understand what I'm saying without sounding like I'm being pretentious or an asshole. You know. If the thing is if she just like, you know, just said, hey, like, this is just coffee for everybody, blah blah blah, like just gave a basic, you know, promotion of it, but she is like priding herself on how high quality it is and made responsibly and ethically. I'm sorry, this was made in a gigantic factory. This wasn't like made fresh, you know. This isn't like, this is just factory made shit. Like, it's probably a super huge factory with a gigantic roaster that they roast like a buttload of coffee and then store it back for months on end and then sell it, you know? And that's fine. That's fine. Just don't sell it for 20 bucks. You know, don't sell it for $20. That's all you got to do. If she sold it for 15, I wouldn't bat an eye. But it's the fact that she's selling it for 20 goddamn dollars. Okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I honestly should have got another bean, but I mean, I should have got multiple beans so I could have like compared, but yeah. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, chat. Dude, this is why I like Jacksepticeye. I mean, I like him for many reasons. But top of the morning coffee, one bag of beans, 16 bucks. Like, I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to buy it. Actually, I'm going to buy this. I've never tried his coffee. I kind of want to try it. But look at this. Doesn't have his name on it. It isn't all like wacky, crazy colors with a giant thing on the back talking about their pride on high quality. The bro's just top of the morning coffee, midnight oil blend, 12 ounces. Boom. He puts work into it, I hear. And I guarantee he does. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if he himself is the one roasting these coffee beans. Like, this is, like, there's no, like, buzzwords. There's no, like, on the bag. Like, obviously, 100% organic Arabica beans. Let's be real. Everyone uses that. Hell, I might even use that when I sell coffee because those are good buzzwords. They don't mean shit, but they're good buzzwords. Like, it's just like, there's nothing. There's no scam. There's no bullshit. It's just a bag of coffee. $16, dude. $16. He has specialty grade on there? Wait, where? Does he really? Specialty grade? Really? Okay. Let me show you something, chat. So specialty grade coffee is the best coffee you can get. And most specialty coffees, like, hello, look at this, for example, are very expensive. Like $70 per bag type shit. So if Jacksepticeye is not lying, okay, I just want to mention, if he's not lying, holy shit, the fact that he's selling it for $16 is crazy. If he is lying, like, honestly, I don't really care. Like, if he is lying, it's like another buzzword, but I don't think he is even allowed to lie about that legally. I don't know I don't know if it's allowed to do that or not, but that is, like, specialty grade is as good as you can get. So if he's actually selling specialty grade coffee for $16, and he has, let me be honest, he definitely has the money to get specialty grade coffee. So it's Colombian. Oh, it's true. Yeah, Colombian is pretty easy, like pretty cheap specialty coffee, but it's still specialty coffee. Hell, dude, I'm gonna buy this right now.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.